At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievement.
The night is starting to come to a close. We will close with Class 4A, the quarterfinal, here inside the Extreme Arena between the 4 seed, the Clippers of Creek-Amana, and the 5 seed, the Dutch of Pella. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the Extreme Arena. Zara Negastel and Austin Oliver back with you. We were with you earlier for an exciting matchup in Class 5A. Now we switch over to Class 4A, and for a second straight year, Class 4A is wide open as the number 1 team. Just goes down moments ago. Sergeant Bluff Luton led 2-0, gave up 3 and 4 to Cedar Rapids Xavier, but then come away with set 5 and win. They're on to the state semifinals.
Yeah, it was an exciting match. We were both just waiting to get onto this game, but it was a great one to be able to take a look at, and Sergeant Bluff just played their hearts out and came up with the upset.
And this one, Pella and Clear Creek-Amana, of course, everybody knows Clear Creek-Amana was the favorite. They were the number 1 seed a year ago, goes down in the semifinals to Norris Scott, who's playing over on the other court. Went on to win that state championship, and now maybe kind of this year coming back trying to redeem what happened a year ago.
Yeah, absolutely. The both of these teams that we're going to be playing today are led by a duo of juniors. Last year's runner-up, Clear Creek-Amana, will be led by Avery Lauer, junior outside hitter coming into the tournament with 376 kills, and then the setter for the Clippers, Emily Henderson, with 853 assists, so a good strong number. Probably going to be running a 5-1 as they come in. And then the Dutch are led by another outside hitter and setter combo. Brooke Schulte is on the outside coming into the tournament with 240 kills. And then the do-it-all setter who leads the team in kills, assists, and digs. That's going to be Casey Schenkel, and she's going to be a fun one to watch tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's take a look at our road to state and how these two teams got here. We'll start first with Pella, 39-7 on the year. They were the Region 6 champion, defeated Norwalk in the regional final. Emma Eckhoff, 4.2 assists per set this year, while Katie Shekel, 3.2 digs per set this year for the Dutch of Pella, led by head coach Joel Allman. On the other side, Clear Creek-Amana, again, just lost 4 sets last year never lost a match until the state semifinals, but they fall to North Scott 1 year ago. Now they're back. Defeated Dallas Center Grimes in the Region 4 championship. And as you mentioned, Avery Lauer, 3.8 kills per set, which is the 8th best in Class 4A. Emily Henderson, 8.5 assists per set, which is also 8th in Class 4A. That sets the table as we get set for Clear Creek-Amana and Pella. We're going to start a little bit late as the 6:25 game gets going ahead of us, as we had a great one to round out the 8-1 seed. Sergeant Bluff Luton, the 8 seed, defeating the 1 seed Cedar Rapids. Xavier, how good, before we go to break here, how good is Libby Fandel? I know she had an absolute stellar match out there for Cedar Rapids Xavier again this year.
Yeah, it was great to see it. Tough that they went down tonight, but that's what happens at the state tournament. Anything can happen.
Very good teams here in Class 4A. Let's take a break. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the digital network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a 5th-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our communities. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate both groups while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the court and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering on your school, we all play a role in making our state shine. So from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck in the tournament games.
Back to Coralville. Harkey is outside, draped in pink. The girls inside from Pella and Clear Creek-Amana getting set for a quarterfinal in Class 4A. This is the 4-5 matchup in Class 4A. The winner will get number 8 Sergeant Bluff Luton on Wednesday as they took down Cedar Rapids Xavier. And looking at these two teams coming into this one, 37-7 for Clear Creek-Amana, 39-7 for the Pella Dutch. Dutch bring a ton of depth into this season under first-year coach Joel Allman, as they are making their 11th trip to the state tournament appearance and playing here for the first time since 2018. You mentioned Clear Creek-Amana, a semifinalist a year ago. They are the runners-up in Class 4A in 2022. Played 6 tournament teams in the regular season. What have you seen looking at and diving into these two teams, Austin?
Well, we were just talking about ourselves during the break, too. It's surprising that these two guys haven't matched up at some point during the season, which they're with their close proximity to each other, probably within an hour with one another.
Yeah.
I just definitely looking at the schedules, they played up and they played down a little bit, so they kind of played all over, both of them. Most of their losses have come to 5A teams. A couple Denver, Mount Vernon there, both solid teams. So. Just like I said, once again, I'm surprised that they haven't come up against each other at all. But should be a good opportunity to see how they match up tonight.
And I think if you have to throw an edge somewhere, it's probably a slight within the crowd to Clear Creek-Amana, just being just up the road there in Tiffin. And those girls probably had somewhat of a normal day today. They probably went with a 6 o'clock game, probably went to most of a day of school before making the 15-20-minute drive down here to the Extreme Arena.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a big crowd tonight. Pella's got a smaller student section, but a larger kind of adult section. But, the Clear Creek definitely brought the fans tonight for sure, which is to be expected.
Yeah, of course. It is Pella and Clear Creek-Amana to battle it out for a state semifinal appearance. As we give you a quick update, North Scott leading 11-5 in set number 1 over Glenwood on the other side. Let's go downstairs for today's introductions.
Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner.
Riley Kendall with the serve.
Tegan Dungy from New Hampton High School and the IGHSAU will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Pella, Norma Stecker. And from Clear Creek-Amana, Mike McHugh.
Carly Hernandez, skill, point Glenwood.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators.
Allison Coombs,
We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the match. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's quarterfinal matchup. First for the Pella Dutch, the non-starters and assistant coaches. Number 2, Heidelin Plate.
Charlie Hernandez with the kill.
Number 3, Ella Heemstra. Number 4, Olivia Lowry.
Hernandez back to serve for the Rams.
Number 7, Sage DeYoung. Number 9, Lauren Mace. Number 12, Ellie Schmitz. Number 13, Abby Heatbrink. Number 14, Lindy Schulte.
Coming in for the Lancers.
The assistant coaches, Amanda Dell, Tammy White, Rachel Van Zanti, Addison Adrian, Megan Shekel, and Avery Hall. Now let's meet the starters for Pella.
A serve by the Lancers.
A junior, number 1, Brooke Schulte.
Calls the timeout. Their first of the set.
A junior, number 5, Katie Shekel. A senior, number 6, Kelsey Tauke. A senior, number 10, Sydney Naminga. A senior, number 11, Emma Ekoff. A junior, number 15, Abby Brand. And the libero, a senior, number 18, Claire Smock. Head coach for the Pella Dutch is Joel Allman. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers. Number 2, Kendra Eckrich. Number 4, Olivia Webb. Number 8, Julia Schlarbaum. Number 9, Chloe Hauslog. Number 16, Bella Behrens. The assistant coaches, Isabel Schminke, Jamie Stratton, Natalie Fry, Kaylee Pfeifferling, and Faith Henderson. Now let's meet the starters for the Clippers. A junior, number 3, Elizabeth Timmerman. A freshman, number 5, Kendall Ronfelt. A sophomore, number 6, Bailey Simpson. A junior, number 7, Emily Henderson. A junior, number 15, Soraya Sherman. A junior, number 17, Avery Lauer. And the libero, a senior, number 1, Kylie Kane. Head coach for the Clippers is Jackie Clubb.
Allard with an A serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for this match. Your first referee, Samantha Stone. Your second referee, Jay Grassley. And your line judges, Craig Warner and Kyle Steffens. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for state tournament volleyball.
Welcome back. High above the Court 1, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. It's Pella and Clear Creek-Amana. Thanks again to the Iowa Farm Bureau for presenting the 2024 Girls State Volleyball Tournament as a sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Farm Bureau recognizes athletic and academic achievements on the court and in the classroom, helping nurture Iowa's future leaders. Well, Austin, what are your keys for both these two teams in this matchup?
Well, I think just the general key for both teams, it's got to start with that serve receive. See if they can get those jitters out of being in the state tournament. I know that Clear Creek-Amana's been here before. Pella, they weren't here last year, correct?
2018.
2018, so it's been a while. So none of these girls have been here in this situation. So they're going to want to make sure they get those jitters out and really focus on those first initial passes to see if they can get their offenses rolling and get some points on the board.
This is the third straight year for the Clippers. They have never, in those 3 years, 2022 runner-up, last year semifinals, have not lost in this quarterfinal round in those 3 years. It's played 6 tournament teams this year, including Carlisle in 4A, who just fell moments ago. North Scott up 20-10 on Glenwood in set number 1 of their on-court number 2. We are underway. Shekel will serve. And Clear Creek-Amana will have the first opportunity. Now to Pella, and Ekoff able to get that one, but just sends it a bit long, and it's now 1-0.
Yep, went a bit long.
See a serve coming now out of Emily Henderson. Third year for her. As a junior, she will serve. And this time it's blocked up front. Ekoff again going for the attack. And Clippers will find the block up front. Bailey Simpson is just a sophomore middle hitter. Has 44 blocks this year. And Henderson will continue to serve. Taken there by Pella. No attack from the far pin, and again it goes long as Sydney Naminga. Some early jitters here for Pella as they've sent a couple of attacks long.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just going to need to get a ball in and get moving through one of these points. Just get something going here.
Emily Henderson will serve. Pella, quick, find the kill. That's Abby Brand, the junior, at 6'1".
Yeah, push that outside a little bit with a quick little 31. Just split those blockers. Nice job. Way to get some points up on the board.
Now it's 3-1. And we'll see the serve coming from Heemstra. Taken by the Clippers. Attack out of Elizabeth Timmerman. Pella back the other way from the back row. That was Shekel. And Pella will score.
Yeah, something unique that you could see there, Zarin, was Shekel passed that first ball, popped it up to the libero. Libero sent it right back to her for a back row attack. You don't see very many setters doing a back row attack, but that's how she's gotten a lot of those kills as well. She's rattling from the front and from the back.
And Henderson with a back set to Timmerman. And Timmerman finds the kill, had 151 kills this year. And now Timmerman is back to serve. 22 ace serves for Timmerman this season. Taken by Schmock originally on the receive. Pella goes over, it's taken by Clear Creek-Amana. Schmock again in the back row. It's not going to be played as the pass was in the nets. And it was Brooke Schulte who was unable to get to it. As Schulte gets to the front of the net, but unable to get there to dig that one back out. 5-2. Good up by Clear Creek-Amana, but it's going to land into media row. Good extra effort on the up and a better kill there for Pella.
Yeah, not a lot of size on either one of these teams. I think that's been something in the past. The Clear Creek-Amana seemed to have some size in some of the years before, but I think on both of the teams here, we're maxing out at about 6'1". And then it goes down from there. So not a lot of size on either team, especially the middle hitter.
Serve is up by DeYoung. And that one is sent long without a touch by Bailey Simpson, the sophomore. Sophomore stands at 6 foot, good size. North Scott wins the first set against Glenwood. Overpass and dumped right back down by Schulte.
And there the Dutchess just got things calmed down, and they're right back into the game here. 5-5, tied up.
And with that, Pella, as you mentioned, kind of composing themselves. First-year head coach. All the girls here playing in this environment for the first time as a Dutch. And there's a kill. They're starting to get into their groove. That's Emma Eekhoff. Big celebration on the top right corner of your screen from the Pella bench players, and all of a sudden, just like that, Pella leads 6-5. The green pom-poms from the student section of Pella are waving around. Henderson will set far pin. There's an up for Pella. They'll go over with Schulte, but she's blocked. Right back down again. This time, once again, by Bailey Simpson. The sophomore continues to dominate the front of the net.
Absolutely. Yeah, Pella's got the green pom-poms, and Clear Creek-Amana's got the wrestling singlets in the front row of the student section there. That's an interesting choice for attire for the game tonight.
That season getting underway for boys and girls over this month. And there's a kill for Soraya Sherman. Sherman, the junior, right side finds the kill, and of course, come the end of the girls wrestling season, we'll be right back here inside the Extreme Arena for state wrestling coverage. as that one is hit down by Schmock.
Yeah, nice tempo there to the middle. Shekel with the set over to Schmock and put that ball away.
7-7 early going here in set number 1. And the serve is long. Good eyes by Clear Creek-Amana as Eekhoff sends that one deep out the back of the court. 8-7. Clippers back in the lead.
I think that was actually middle at Talkie, I think is who that middle was. It ran that tempo there in the middle, so that was my bad.
And that one is sent long by the Dutch. Shekel.
So now Shekel's into the front row. They brought in another setter. That'll be number 11, Emma Eekhoff, as she's going to be setting from the back row. And then we'll have Katie now hitting now instead of setting.
Yeah, and the set was a little bit behind Schulte. She had to kind of lean backwards and go after that one and sends it long. It's 10-7, just like that. Clear Creek-Amana back in the lead by 3. And that one is in, beautifully placed by Shekel. Right on the back line in front of the line judge. 10-8, that was a huge point for the Pella Dutch.
Yeah, just looking at this lineup too. So they're running a 6-2, and each of the setters are staying in and playing the front row as well. That just is completely unheard of. So pretty talented team here for the Pella Dutch right now.
That one is tipped over by Henderson, the setter for Clear Creek-Amana. Now 11-8. Lowry is back to serve. Lauer sends it over. Big block up front on Shekel. Now from the back row, dug out. Can they play it out of the media section? They cannot. The Dutch will climb a point closer. Been waiting for somebody to hurdle that media table.
Yeah, hit it a couple times already. Nice little pop-up by the libero and a back row attack from the Dutch.
Smock will serve. Now she'll take it off the block. It's set in the middle and pushed over by Brand. Now Schmock will back pass it, back set it to Shekel, who will go over. Free ball for Pella. And a big strike and an overpass. Back to the Dutch, will get into system. And again, Clear Creek-Amana will play it. Henderson will set, tip over, and it's down by Elizabeth Timmerman. 12-9. And the Clippers lead here early in set number 1 as we go to the middle portions of the first set. Left hand over, blocked, but an opportunity. They got to go over now after 3 hits there by the Dutch. And again, that one just smacked down by Timmerman. Schmock, that's going to be 4 contacts. As Schmock played it from the 10-foot volleyball line, hit the net and bounced right back at her.
Yeah, libero taking a swing. She got an opportunity, said, I'm going to take it, and that'll lead to a timeout for the Dutch.
Timeout Pella, 13-9, Clear Creek-Amana. They'll talk about it in the huddle right there. And we'll come back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to Coralville. There's the view of the entire court. Court number 1. Here inside the Extreme Arena, Zaren Egestal, Austin Oliver with you. Class 4A quarterfinal between the number 4 seed, the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers, leading 13-9 over the 5 seed, the Dutch of Pella. Mariah Sherman will serve, and she sends it long. Probably not what Coach Clubb was looking for out of a timeout with a service error.
Yeah. Creek-Amana had just gotten on a little mini run, so at timeout, she definitely helped out Pella to get that serve receive out of rotation.
On the side out, back to Pella. Henderson will set to the middle. Oh, great block up front there by the Dutch. Now back from the back row, sending that one over is Lauer. Off the face of Ronfelt. Any way you can. This time they can't play it. And the Dutch are back on the board, 13-11. Sometimes you're going to take it off an arm, sometimes you're going to take it off a face, but an up is an up. And
absolutely, will take it off the face if it goes up and the team could keep playing. So
Henderson will set far pin. Taken by Pella. That was Sampson.
Nice back row attack.
And Clear Creek-Amana unable to get to it.
Yeah, Lauer just unsure of whether she should take that one and decided at the last second she was going to go ahead and take a stab at it, and it was almost too far past her. Just couldn't get any control on it.
Here's the serve. Dug out nicely by Clear Creek-Amana. Played by Smock. Over in the Clippers will play it with Timmerman. Right down Broadway comes Bailey Simpson, the sophomore 6-foot middle hitter. Over 200 kills this year. She finds another one there.
Yeah, Simpson just perfectly with her tempo, in sync with her setter, put that one away. Excellent shot.
First kill of the night for Simpson. Also has a dig. Pella will play it. Out the back by Eekhoff, who's attacking right now. Dutch will go over with Naminga. Block, and the Clippers will tip it over. Schmock will play it. Now up front, it's laid in beautifully by Abby Brand.
Yeah, nothing crazy on a shot like that. She just got her fingers on it and just pushed it over to the side, made the smart play. Didn't need to even take a swing at it.
14-13 in favor of the Clippers. But the Pella Dutch have been right with them throughout this part of the match. After Clear Creek-Amana led 5-2. They'll set far pin. Schulte comes over with it. Now Henderson will set. On the far side. This one tipped back over. And Pella's in the net. Good job there by the Clippers, just taking Pella out of system. And unable to get that one to go back over the net. 15-13. And we'll see a serve coming by Elizabeth Timmerman. Dug out by Schmock. Back set. And that one is hammered down the line by Emma Eekhoff.
Eekhoff with a nice kill. Just got that thumb down. She swung through, went right down the line. Beautiful kill.
When you say thumb down, explain to the...
Well, we're talking when she's swinging up from the top, she'll follow through with that thumb down to get it to go down that line instead of going cross court. So just a way that she's going to be swinging to get it go down the line rather than cross court.
Good information for our viewers at home. This time the Dutch send this one long, and it's now 16-14. Set number one. If you're just joining us, we got going a little bit late tonight because Sergeant Bluff Luton, the 8 seed, they're in the semifinals, winning in 5 sets over Cedar Rapids Xavier. This one is set in the middle. Oh, man. What an absolute monster kill by Kelsey Talkie.
Second time they've run tempo to her. She's put both of them away. They need to probably come back to her a little bit more often and free up some of those blockers from the outside. There'll be a flip-flop of the setters now, and we had a foot fault for the Dutch.
We've been talking about that tonight. The girls are trying to get every inch of this court, have been so close to those foot faults tonight. We're right on the line.
That's the first one I see called, though, right?
Yes.
In both our games, yep.
Been really close. Nobody's gone over yet. until that time, and now we're going to have a double contact violation. So back-to-back big violations against Pella, and now all of a sudden it's 18-15, and the Clippers are on the verge of separating themselves. Ace serve. Kendall Ronfelt, the freshman, finds the ace. Brought to you by Channel Seeds. We'll take a break. 19-15, Clear Creek-Amana over Pella in a Class 4A quarterfinal. More volleyball is next on the IGHSAU Digital Network.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. It's been a fun day here at day number 1, Class 5A this afternoon. Class 4A this evening. We go 10 o'clock tomorrow. Class 3A, 2A, and we'll close the night with Class 1A to set up semifinal Wednesday. Of course, us, the IGHSAU Digital Network, will have you covered until through the semifinals on Wednesday, and then our friends at Iowa PBS will take over for the state championship games all day on Thursday. And Pella comes out of the timeout, and they find a big point mishandled by the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana.
They really needed to get that point to try to get an opportunity to start claw back into this match. Down only 3 here, but it's been pretty tight the whole match with little mini runs on both sides.
And that one is down for a kill as Lauer finds it, the junior. Until all the Des Moines suburbs started popping up with new high schools, Clear Creek-Amana for a long time, one of the newer high schools in the States. Late 90s is when they opened up. As that one sent long, 21-16. This one sent over. It's going to be an ace. Ace serve, the second of the set for Clear Creek-Amana. And it's 22-16. Here in set 1, Clear Creek-Amana is separating themselves. Ace serves are brought to you by Channel Seeds.
Clippers are definitely putting on a lot of pressure, and it's leading to some self-inflicted errors for the Dutch, but they came right back, and Shekel puts one down.
An answer from Shekel. Our third kill of the night, also has 3 digs and 8 assists. So really racking up the stats so far is Shekel trying to claw Pella back into this one, trailing 22-17. And Schmock, the libero, will serve. Tough serve. That's going to be an ace serve by Claire Schmock. 3 ace serves now in the match between these two teams. Schmock just her 17th ace serve of the season. 22-18, here come the Dutch. Is it little too late? We'll find out. Clear Creek-Amana now at 23, 23-18, and if you're Pella, you're going to need a run right now.
Absolutely. Just not a lot of luck there as that ball hit the top of the tape and just rolled right over it. But Clear Creek-Amana's been good enough in this match to get those lucky bounces to go their direction.
Schmock with the receive and the pass up front for Shekel. Good up by Clear Creek-Amana. They'll have the free ball over with Simpson. And it's down. Right up front is Abby Brand again. The junior at 6'1", middle hitter, has been really trying to assert herself in the middle tonight. It's 23-19.
Her 4th kill of the match. Like I said, I think both of them have some decent middles here. We need to see more sets in there and see if we can spread open this offense a little bit.
Henderson will back set into the back row. There's a touch against Pella, and Lauer will score. A great attack from Lauer in the back row. It's Pella's hands. on a touch. 24-19. We are at set point here in set number 1. And Henderson will serve. Here's the set. Blocked. A chance to play it and a chance to win it. Again from the back row. Schmock will play it now for Pella. In system, dumped over and down by Henderson. 91 kills on the season. Haven't seen her dump too much here tonight, but she does it at the most crucial moment. And Clear Creek-Amana takes the first set 25-19 over the Dutch of Pella, and are 2 sets away from a return to the Class 4A state semifinals. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Slade's the place for you!
Back here to the Extreme Arena in Coralville. There in Agastol, Austin Oliver with you tonight as we take a look at our Sioux Cup stats from set number 1 that saw Clear Creek-Amana defeat Pella 25-19. And Austin standing by with those Sioux Cup stats.
Yeah, just looking at Clear Creek-Amana, just really spread out. Got Timmerman with 2, Henderson with 2, Lauer with 3, so she's leading the team right now. But yeah, just kind of all spread out around. Obviously the assists are going to Henderson, and a couple aces there for them. We jump over to Pella here. We'll jump over to them. Kill leader for Pella is Shekel and Eichhoff, both of the setters. And then Brand in the middle is coming in with 4 kills. So yeah, kind of all spread out around there too between 3 different players. But you know, good. I think Clear Creek-Amana got a lead and just really didn't give it away. They gave up a couple points and tied it up a couple times, but they came right back with the run of their own. I don't know if they ever even went behind in that first set. Got close, but I don't think they ever did.
Tied it up a couple of times, but that was it. And Clear Creek-Amana maybe using their experience in this state tournament to help win that first set. And now they get the serve to start here in the second set as Emily Henderson is set to bring it on over to the Pella side. And it rolls over the tape. Ace serve, nothing Pella could do. Everything going right for Clear Creek-Amana. They lead 1-0. And it's a Channel Seeds ace serve for point number 1. Here in set number 2. Henderson will serve again. This time serves it long. Not off the court. Played by Pella and over, and they're going to have a kill as Shekel finds another kill. Kill number 5 for Shekel. 4 digs, 8 assists in the night for the Pella juniors so far.
Great serve out of her. Yep, great serve.
Tough serve as that one is off and into the crowd as the IOWA always breaks out here in Coralville. Has done that with the student section. as the two courts sitting next to each other, the 4 student sections in each corner of the gym. So the IOWA chant is going as that one is going to be sent long. And Pella now leads 3-1. This is the home of the Hawkeye women's volleyball team. Here at the Extreme Arena in Coralville, also the home of the Heartlanders ECHL hockey team, an affiliate of the Minnesota Wild. This one is sent long. Another one that just gets away from Ekoff.
Yeah, Smock with a great dig there, and they sent it out to the outside, and Ekoff just got a little bit too much of that one and sent it well out of bounds.
And we'll see a serve coming. Pella will set near pin. A great job of fighting around that pin for Ekoff. And that's going to be a touch, I believe. No, it's not.
Yeah.
A great job by Pella getting the hands out of the way.
Nope, they did call it.
Okay.
So the back ref did call it out, but the up ref called a touch. And
Yeah.
I think it was called correctly.
I agree. I think it was touched as well from our spot. And a good job by the R2 kind of coming in and saying no. That one was touched. My call there. And now we're going to have 4 contacts called against Pella. So just like that, Clear Creek-Amana has back opened a lead here in set number 2 after taking the first set 25-19. Service by Timmerman. It's set in the middle and tipped over by Brand. Got to go over as Clear Creek-Amana. A free ball to Pella to set up their offense. Tipped. Did it hit line? It did. A great pushover by Brand, who continues to play well tonight for Pella. Just pushed that one over and hit line.
Yeah, Brand showed a lot of versatility there. She took it to the right, almost put it on the line. She came back over, put it on the left, almost the line, got a third set, and actually went left again and put that one away right on the line. So great to see her showing a multitude of options there.
5 kills for Brand. And now Clear Creek-Amana comes back with Lauer as she finds a kill off the Pella block and goes off those blockers straight down to the floor. 5-4. Clear Creek-Amana leads. And we've got a rotation violation against the Dutch. Now 6-4 is the lead for Clear Creek-Amana. I was watching the server. Did you see who was out of rotation there?
He said number 3,
okay.
So I don't know what, I'm trying to see what they're doing wrong here, but.
Yeah, back row player. Number 3 is Heemstra.
My guess is she was over a little bit to the left or over to a little bit too far to the right on the serve receive, or on the serve.
6-5 now as Pella claws 1 point closer. And we'll see a serve coming from the Dutch in black tonight. Also in black is Clear Creek-Amana. Black on black for both teams, but green for the Dutch, blue for the Clippers. And that one will be a Dutch point. Redeeming herself is Heemstra in the back row.
Probably about the most unorthodox kill you could get. She was falling backwards at the back line and put it almost on the back line on the other side, and they just couldn't handle it.
Henderson will dump it. Played there by Pella. Pushed over the net by Ekoff. And now a pancake. Great job by Pella and Chalky. Here comes Clear Creek-Amana. Another great up. Can Pella find the kill? They cannot. Clear Creek-Amana comes back.
There's a double call on Clear Creek.
A double contact is called. So 2 great defensive ups for Pella. Turns into a point. They lead 7-6.
Yeah, just we're looking for somebody to terminate the ball on either side. Nobody could do it. Led to this double hit.
That one sent over by Schlaubaum. And that one is off the block and out. Point to the Dutch. They lead 8-6. Here comes Pella. Can the Dutch continue to hold an advantage here in set 2? Clear Creek-Amana took the opening set, 25-19. Henderson will set far pin. And that's down right through the block. A great effort by Soraya Sherman. And she hits right through the block. Now 8-7, Clear Creek back to within 1, but they find the side out.
About the time of the match, last match, the Clear Creek kind of made their move and kind of got that 3 to 4 point lead, and it kind of went up and down for the rest of it, but that was about what it was the rest of the match. So we'll see what they can do this game.
Good over by Clear Creek-Amana. Henderson will bump set it. Great dig by Schmuck across the net by Pella. Oh, acrobatic play by Henderson. Just couldn't quite get enough on it.
Yeah, both teams playing pretty good D right now. It's been fun to watch here as these guys are trying to expose each other's flaws here, and it's not working too well.
9-7. Service on the way. Ace serve. The Dutch lead by their largest margin. 10-7. Timeout, Clear Creek-Amana. The ace serve brought to you by Channel Seeds, and the Dutch are in the lead 10-7. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, as Pella leading 10-7 over Clear Creek-Amana. And we'll see a serve coming here for the Dutch.
See if the Clippers can use that timeout to ice the server. And
that got down.
I think it did.
That got down. That's an ace serve. The line judge called it down. Clear Creek-Amana continued to play it like they had the up, but the line judge right on top of it says no, that's an ace serve. Another one for the Dutch. Eekhoff finds her second ace serve. And a block, and that one's in. Huge block by Shekel. 12-7, here come the Dutch.
Eckhoff almost had another ace there. I thought he was going to slip that in and get that one in, but Clear Creek was able to pop that one up and get it moving in the right direction.
Eckhoff will serve. Henderson can't get to it. It's over. And right back down by Shekel. It comes right back to Shekel, and she knows exactly what to do with that one. On the far side, tipped over the net, and Clear Creek-Amana answers back. Soraya Sherman finds the kill.
Yeah, the DS for the Clippers with a perfect pass. That's number 1, Kylie Cohen. Just put that in the right position, and a smart play from the outside hitter to get that one over and in play, and they got the side out that they needed so dearly.
Now 13-9. Clear Creek-Amana, can they make a comeback and find a win here in set 2 to take a commanding 2-1 lead? Or will the Dutch do what Indianola did in Class 5A and send us to a guaranteed at least 4? Win 5 in the last matchup with Sergeant Bluff Luton and Xavier. All right, here we go. It's Pella, blocked at the net. Pushed back over by Schulte. Henderson, great job reaching that one by Timmerman. Schulte sends it long. Great job by the line judge. Getting down, watching that one to the court, and seeing it going long. It didn't go long by much, but it sure did.
Very, very close. Great eyes by the Clippers defense there, and able to get that point.
This one pushed over by Shekel. Battle for it. Hits the pin. And that one is out. 14-10. Pella back in the lead.
Yeah, Talkie with the block in the middle there. Just snuffed that one right out, put it right back over onto the Clipper side. Not able to pull that one back up.
Brooke Schulte will serve. Tough serve. Received well by Clear Creek-Amana, but Pella's going to get an opportunity. Henderson, far pin. And do we have a whistle? No, we do not. Came from the other side. That one was played clean. Schmock passes it back. A leaning back. Shekel. Here comes Clear Creek-Amana. They send it over to Timmerman. And unable to get it is the Dutch. 14-11. Clear Creek-Amana back to within 3.
Both teams playing really scrappy defense, just keeping this ball in play. It's been fun to watch.
Serve is coming by Soraya Sherman. Junior 6-foot right side, playing her 101 set this year. A lot of games played for the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. On the slide, taken well. Simpson on the attack. Now back the other way. A great up by Clear Creek-Amana. Blocked down on the far pin. It was Sydney Naminga trying to go over with it and blocked right back down by Clear Creek-Amana. They're back to within 2, 14-12.
I think that was Timmerman on the outside, 5'8" outside hitter with the block.
Serve is taken from the ground by Pella. Shekel goes over with it, and she finds a kill. Tough chance at an up there by Soraya Sherman after she served. And she was unable to get to it as Coach Jackie Clubb will come out and yell something at her team. 11th year for Jackie Clubb. Got to her 300th career win this season. 313 and 131 is Coach Clubb at Clear Creek-Amana. In 11 years. 4 state tournament appearances, including 3 in a row. A runner-up in a semifinal finish. But Pella now leads 16-12 here in set 2.
Yeah, Abby Brand trying to do a little bit of it all. She's got 6 kills and just snuck in a little assist of her own with a little bump set to the outside.
Schmock will serve. Henderson tips it over. Taken by the Dutch. Blocked right back by the Clippers. The Dutch will play it to Shekel. Played now by Clear Creek-Amana. Far side, tipped over the net by Timmerman. Schmock set it right up, finds another assist. As this goes to Shekel, a libero that does it all. She digs, she'll attack from the back row, and she knows how to set as well. 11 digs tonight for her. And now that one assist, doesn't have a kill, but has a couple of attacks tonight. And that one's right back down by Bailey Simpson. Hitting .242 this season is Simpson in her sophomore season. 17-13. Clear Creek-Amana trails by 4 after taking the first set. Pella can't get to it. 17-14.
Great serve back there from Henderson, the setter. See if she could keep this going and pull a little bit closer here, 14-17.
Henderson will serve. Taken by Pella, dug out in the back row. Good job by Kylie Kane, and it turns into a Clear Creek-Amana point. And I think Coach Allman stands up. He's not going to take a timeout. And as Clear Creek-Amana back to within 2, just giving instruction to his girls. He's going to try to let them figure it out on their own. Does have 2 timeouts to work with. And the service error by Clear Creek-Amana makes it 18-15. course, he knows how close this set is. Could need both of those timeouts late or maybe an extra points if we get that far. So Coach Allman, for now, will hang on to the timeouts. Schmock will play it up for Pella. The Dutch will go over. Eekhoff. Now right back, a hard attack from the back row. Overpass, whistle in the net is the Dutch of Pella. Lowry with a great attack from the back row.
I think they called the in the net on Naminga there. I didn't see very much net movement at all, but Grassley is right there on that net. And
Pella's out of rotation again. Crucial mistakes here at the state tournament for the Dutch. We've seen a foot fault, and we've seen them out of rotation twice. Hanging out of the timeouts again is Coach Allman.
Yeah, it isn't the same rotation as last time either, so this is definitely a different rotation. So
Shekel will back set this one, and that one's in. Great kill by Naminga, the senior, 6'1" right side. 84 kills coming into the state tournament. Has 2 so far tonight. She'll leave for an IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. And the serve is up by Heemstra. Far side over by Lauer. And she finds the kill. Lauer trying to keep this team in this set two. 19-18. A set the Dutch led by as much as 5. And the sophomore Bailey Simpson will serve it. And that one's long, no touch. 19-19. Here come the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. Timeout, Dutch. 19-19. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Clear Creek-Amana trying to go up 2-0. We'll see if they can do so when we come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. 19-19. Clear Creek-Amana, Austin. They've come back.
Yeah, they've just clawed their way, playing good volleyball, making Dutch make some mistakes on their own and keeping the ball in play. So nice job out of them and back up the tied score here at 19-19.
Next point is crucial. Who's going to get to the red area first? 20-point mark. This one's tight. Schmock will receive it. Shekel will bump set it across the net. Blocked there by Clear Creek-Amana. Up front, the runner. It stays in play, played by the Clippers. Tip back, and the Dutch were in the net again. So that's 2 net violations, a foot fault, and 2 rotation violations against the Dutch. 6 points given to the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. 20-19. Clippers trying to separate themselves. Not so fast. Abby Brand again. Her 7th.
Yeah, nice little back quick ran there. Yeah, needed that one for sure for the Dutch to get them going in the right direction again.
Service will come. Out of Talkie. Pushed back over by the Clippers. It's set in the middle. Good up. Set to the far pin over the net, though. Pushed back by Clear Creek-Amana. Henderson will set. Far pin. Great job by Lauer keeping herself in bounds, keeping the ball in bounds. And we play on. Henderson will set Lauer again just in front of the 10-foot line. Up by Pella. And they go over. That's going to be 2 contacts, though. called against the Dutch. A great up by the Dutch, trying to keep that one alive, but in order to play it over the net, just got 2 contacts on it.
Yeah, Henderson made a great save about midway through that point of staying out of the net and getting the ball to get to the outside. Just a beautiful job of doing a couple things at once and getting that set to the outside. Great job out of her. Beautiful set.
Is that score correct? I thought it was 22-20. Tipped over, but it's also in the arena here as 21, now 21-21, so they know what they're doing. It must be correct. My apologies as the Dutch tipped that one over. 21-21, Ekoff will serve. She'll send this one over, right over the tape. Henderson sends Lauer. Shekel dug out nicely by Lauer. They'll get it back to her. She'll attack, and it's off the block. A touch against Pella. Lauer with a dig, Lauer with a kill, and Lauer has the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers up 22-21. Timmerman is back in. She's an IMT substitution. The Dutch will use their final timeout. 22-21 Clippers. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. North Scott, the defending state champions. They are on match points against Glenwood over on court number 2. And it's long. So Glenwood will stay alive. It'll be match point again, 24-16. Here on our court, 22-21. Blocked up on the front of the net by Clear Creek-Amana. This one's set, far pin. Tip over and up. Clear Creek-Amana fans wanted a lift. Officials say no, and Pella gets the kill, 22-20. Explain to us there why that is legal.
Well, I think her arm was coming up. Usually when you get that lift calls, when you've got the arm kind of out there and the ball just kind of stays on there for just that split second. I think her arm was moving up and kept that ball going in upward motion. It's a tough call. It's one of the very few judgment calls that are out there anymore. And, you just didn't see it the way that the crowd saw it.
And, of course, the officials doing a great job right there, so we obviously know they were on top of it and make the right call. Now a double contact is called against Clear Creek-Amana, and they want a timeout. 23-22. Pella has fought their way back into this set. Just 2 points away from evening it up at 1-1. We'll take a break. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Longest day. Back here to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and North Scott. The Lady Lancers are back into the state semifinals as they take down Glenwood. A serve, and Pella is on the set point for the first time tonight. 24-22.
Yeah, Brooke Schulte just into that short serve. That's been kind of the sore point for Clear Creek-Amana, and their serve receive is just those short serves. See what you can do on this one.
Clear Creek-Amana needs 2 in a row. Good dig by Schmock. A chance for Pella to send us to at least 4. No, it's an up by Clear Creek-Amana. And out! That one is pushed out by Elizabeth Timmerman. It's long, and it's 25-22. And just like that, the Dutch climb their way back in after falling in the opening set 25-19. They come back to win set 2, 25-22. And we will play at least 4 here on court number 1 again. We'll take a break. We'll come back for the third. Who's going to have the advantage? Pella or Clear Creek-Amana? We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Zarin Eggestal, Austin Oliver with you this evening. 25-19 for CCA in the opening set. 25-22 for the Dutch of Pella in set number 2. And we head to set number 3. Another 4 versus 5 matchup that will play at least 4. We've had a couple of good ones here tonight so far, Austin. Our Sioux Cup stats are brought to you by our good friends at Sioux Cup. And Austin Oliver has those stats.
Yeah, looking at Clear Creek-Amana's kills leaders here. We got Timmerman with 3, Sherman with 4, and then Lauer with 9 lead the team. Looking pretty good for them. They'll look to bounce back here in game number 3. For the Dutch, got Shekel up to 8, and then Brand in the middles at 7 kills as well. So we'll look forward to seeing if they can keep that momentum going for game number 4, or if the Clippers can turn things around and get things going back in their direction again here in game number 3.
Here we go. Service is up, and it tips over the tape. Dolphin dive picked up by Clear Creek-Amana, and they'll go over with it. Schmock will set far pin. Naminga had the first opportunity, the return by CCA. Now from the back row again. This one just nice and easy, kind of a roll shot from the back row. Had to get a little extra on it. They go from the back row and they go the quick. They've been setting back row, and now they go to the quick to Simpson, and she finds the kill. It's 1-0. Pardon me.
Henderson with a nice little out-of-system quick hit there to the middle. Just perfect tempo set for the middle to pound it down.
It is 1-0. 1-1 in our set count. And Pella answers right back. And here we go. We've got a match.
Yeah, Brand hitting that 31. Quick push to the right in between the middle and the outside blocker. Worked successfully for them a couple times. We might see that a little bit more often here until they get that one closed down. Almost a foot fault there by the Pella server.
Pella eliminates some of those errors here in the third set. They might have a chance to try to separate themselves. That one sent long on the attack by Schlarbaum. Julia Schlarbaum is a freshman, 5'11". How awesome if you're CCA to have a 5'11 freshman. And she can play as well. And she'll just keep getting better and better as the years go. Timmerman, the junior, finds the kill. A lot of these girls, one of the big things for Clear Creek-Amana last year, some of these girls didn't see much or any playing time, but guess what they did get to do every single day in practice? They got to play against the undefeated #1 team all season long. Obviously, as practice players, playing against their teammates, got better each and every single day.
Yeah, you get an opportunity to see how the elite athlete prepares for matches, for practice, and that really filters down if you've got some younger people there ready to sponge that information up.
Service error. The Dutch will find the points. Now 3-3. IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Sage DeYoung, senior, 5'9", she is in. And she will serve. And she has an ace off the bench to serve for Pella. And an ace serve brought to you by Channel Seeds. Find them at channelseed.com. All of our ace serves in the tournament. Quarterfinals, semifinals brought to you by our friends at Channel Seeds. That one's a tip over. And Clear Creek-Amana, back and forth we go between the Dutch of Pella and the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. Bailey Simpson is in to serve. This one goes over. Henderson will set back to Lauer. Dutch will play it. Here on the near side, Schulte. Right in the middle, Pancake. I think she had the up the first time, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's just when you have that pancake, you're looking to have that ball actually bounce off that hand like it would be off the floor, and it just kind of dies. So I think maybe she just didn't have her hand flattened out to get that good bounce off of it, but great attempt to get that ball in there anyways.
The only person that had an attempt, huge block, by Lauer. We'll stop our current sentence for that any day, as Lauer gets big and knocks that one back down to the floor. 6-4. Lauer's been the do-it-all so far. 9 kills, 13 digs, and a couple of blocks thus far. There's a block up front by CCA. That one's out. And all of a sudden, CCA is up 7-4.
Very reminiscent of game one, these little mini runs that CCA went on to try to get a lead. So we'll see if the Dutch can answer.
This Pella roster has no sophomores, no freshmen. It is all juniors and seniors. You know that they're close friends, at least a majority of them. That one is unable to make it. Sometimes when you have that age gap between a senior and a freshman, you're friendly at practice. You might hang out with them with team events, but you have different interests when you're that far apart. But when you have a bunch of juniors and seniors only, no freshmen, no sophomores, these girls have been playing volleyball with each other for a very long time.
Absolutely.
7-5, CCA and Lauer. Yes, ma'am, right down the middle of the court, 8-5.
CCA doing a nice job of moving Lauer around a little bit. Normally a outside hitter, but they moved her in on serve receive in to run the middle and had some success with it as she's able to terminate that point.
10th kill of the match for Lauer. We've got a whistle, and we know it's got to be our court as the other court has finished up. So that's the one good thing is we know any whistles for the rest of the night are on our court, 2 contacts, and it's now 9-5. This one is a serve over. That is out right through the arms of the Pella defenders. Did a great job of being there if they thought it was going to be in and play it, but also far enough away that they can get out of the way and let that ball cruise on through.
Yeah, I don't think they were so sure that it was going to be out until the last second, and I think they even looked at each other to make sure it was out when it hit on the ground.
Lauer tips over. Back set. Good up And Henderson dumps. Battle at the net. They got to go over. CCA does. Henderson with a free ball to the Dutch. Oh, a great up again in the back row. Now Lauer will tip. Taken there by the Dutch of Pella. Back row. And the attack from Schulte is short in the net. 10-6. Substitution for CCA. And the Clippers lead 10-6. Avery Lauer is in to serve. Just in front of the 10-foot line. Oh, good job by Henderson. It'll have to be a free ball, though, for CCA. Over to the Pella side. That one tipped over by Schulte. Block at the front of the net. A great block, and she is fired up. That's Sydney Naminga, the senior at 6'1". The right side, 83 kills this year. But we're looking at blocks, 33. And she finds one there. Her first of the night. Oh, great down in the middle, but Pella able to keep that one. Henderson dumps. It's going to be the set from the libero. Schmock again. Henderson, she'll quick in the middle. Blocked by the Dutch. They were ready for the quick this time.
Yeah, Brand's exerting her blocking prowess in there. It's 2 in a row from her.
10-8 CCA. Leads over Pella. Set 3. Winner takes a 2-1 advantage. Henderson sets far pin. That's down. Schmock made a great effort, but Elizabeth Timmerman finds the kill, her 6th of the night. And it's now 11-8. We know, as we've seen so far in this one, Coach Allman likes to hang on to his timeouts. And earlier when I said that as well, there was a service error by CCA, and it comes back to the same thing again, 11-9. Every coach has a different strategy. But the coach, obviously, the best one to know when he needs to call a timeout. He's worked with these girls all year, hours and hours and hours in the gym. 11-10.
Yeah, Shekel with a nice little dump there right over the top. Was able to get the score out of it, getting a kill out of it.
11-10, CCA leads over Pella. The Dutch will serve with Shekel. Henderson. Oh, Lauer from the back row. She launches from the back. Of course, fundamentally lands in the front, but she contacts that ball as she glides through the air. And she gets the kill, 12-10.
Yeah, back deep corner is really hard to defend from the back row. That's exactly where she put it.
Served by Henderson, the setter. Shekel. They'll go quick. Lauer. They got to go over with Henderson. They do. Pella now will set it up. Probably not what Pella was looking for offensively. And that causes the attack to go wide by Ekoff. And it's now 13-10. CCA leads. They took the first set, 25-19. Now they lead by 3 here in the third. Shekel tipped over by Pella. That was Brand. She's had a good night so far. And the kill. Timmerman. I think the Pella defense just, we're playing a little bit back on Timmerman there.
Well, Henderson just had an amazing set. I think that when it got to her, she twisted right there on the net and put that over to Timmerman, and nobody expected her to get that ball off the net. If anything, I thought it might get tipped over, but that's all Henderson on that one.
Timeout, Pella, 14-10, CCA leads. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. One cool note, these two teams played in football this week as well, so here they go. It was Pella over CCA 34-7, probably why the CCA gentlemen are now in their wrestling singlets as their season came to an end at the hands of Pella 34-7. And now the volleyball teams are playing at the state tournament. And the Clippers lead 15-10. And we'll see a serve coming. Two student sections that are a little bigger and mightier for CCA, but the Pella one has been quite bolsterous tonight. And so has Addie Brand, the junior 6'1" middle hitter, adds another kill to her repertoire. 9th of the night. Also has 1 assist. And Heemstra's back to serve. 15-11, CCA leads. Back set by Henderson. Such good control of the volleyball. Pella with a better up, though, by Schmock. Tipped and taken by CCA. From the 10-foot line, that one goes over by the freshman Schlarbaum and tipped right back by Pella. And the Dutch are back to within 3 as you see the Dutch girls spinning around and celebrating on the bench.
Yeah, Brand's feeling it right now. They just need to feed her until they can get a chance to stop her. Can open up those outside hitters as well.
15-12. Henderson will set back row. And that is just so tough. Lauer has played an incredible game and kills another one from the back row. 12 kills, 14 digs. And I feel like she's playing better when she's hitting from the back row.
Yeah, she's talking about somebody who's feeling it right now. It's definitely Lauer as well. She is all over the place here, getting kills.
Of course, Lauer was one of the participants on the semifinal team last year. Team that went undefeated into the state tournaments. 3 of those starters include Lauer, Henderson, and Soraya Sherman.
Yeah, I think Clear Creek-Amana's got an opportunity right now at 16-13 to really pull away in this game if they can put together a little string of points and get some momentum going to the 25-point here. It's going to be important for Pella to get these tied up if they can, but they just go right out to Lauer again and she puts the ball away.
Somebody is going to have to find a block on Lauer, and she hits it so hard, even if you get a block there, the ball is probably destined for the stands.
Absolutely.
So what do you do?
Well, I think that they've got to key in on cross-court block, move that block in and see if they can get some hands on it to slow that ball down at the very least.
That one comes over by the Dutch. Here's a chance by the freshman Schlarbaum. Back set to Lauer. And Lauer this time just missed that one. Kind of shook her head, kind of knowing that just missed that one, 17-14.
Yeah, I think the other thing that right now she's doing almost everything cross court. So I'd be setting up that block inside and more inside until I can get some hands on and get a block on it. And let's see if she can hit down the line. I have no doubts that she can. So it'll be good to see see if she can come up with that.
Oh, a great up by CCA. And with the up, it lands right in the breadbasket for Lauer, and she strikes it home. 18-14, CCA leads. IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Ronfelt is in to serve. Here come the Dutch, and they answer right back. Shekel, the 5'9" junior. Over 300 kills this year. Shekel has 10, 14 digs, and 18 assists tonight. She has been the all-around stud for the Pella Dutch. The best part about it is she's so fun to watch as well.
Just a competitor.
Oh. Lauer over, that's a touch on the Dutch. 19-15. I didn't intend to rhyme there, but It does, I think. 19-15. CCA with the lead. And Lauer will serve. We'll play at least one more. That one taken awkwardly and unreturnable. Lauer sent that one right up the chin of Shekel, and it's now 20-15. And for CCA, they're right on the doorstep.
Yeah, Lauer's sitting there with 15 kills. It's been pretty much unstoppable in here in game number 3.
Timeout Dutch, 20-15. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships inside the beautiful Extreme Arena. Everything outside is draped in pink, including Herky.
Darren, what have you thought of the venue here?
Oh my gosh, it is spectacular.
I think it's perfect for this kind of event.
It's just so compact. And it's, as you said, we'll see a kill by the Dutch, 20-16. It gives a better environment for volleyball. The student sections are right on the court. Yep. You know, they're engaged, they're in it. Of course, I'm a little biased because we have a great perch to watch here as well.
Yeah, we're at the top of it, but really we're not far away from the action either.
No.
So,
like I said, this is a beautiful view. Perfect for what we're trying to do is bring you the action. We'll get back to that now. 20-16. This one's tipped over by CCA. There's Shekel. Taking the back row by Kane. Haven't seen a lot of Kylie Kane tonight. Does have a couple of digs. And the block for the Dutch, now 20-17. Can Pella claw their way back in? This would be a huge set for the Dutch to win. Put the pressure on CCA. Tipped over. A little bit of a roll shot there. A free ball to CCA. Henderson on the slide. Schmock falling over and didn't play it cleanly. Hits the net. It's out, 21-17. Good effort by Schmock, but obviously when you're falling over, trying to play that ball, not always going to get the best pass.
She had moved in one direction and then the ball got tipped and just went out of reach for her.
21-17, CCA leads. Here's Shekel. She'll attack in the net. That's 4 contacts against the Dutch. 22-17. The Dutch are out of timeouts. So no timeouts for Pella. Still both timeouts for CCA, but of course when you're on a run like this, you're going to keep those in the back pocket. Jackie Club, very experienced. That's in! Oh, a huge point for Pella. That could be the tipping point of this set. If that one goes the way of CCA, it's 23-17, looking grim. Now they're back to within 4 and have the side out.
Yeah, down the line in that back deep corner, just a beautiful shot from Shekel.
Service by Shekel. She'll dump serve it here from the near side. And it's going to be an ace. Just like that. We mentioned how big that kill was. Shekel comes back with an ace serve, brought to you by Channel Seeds. Check them out at channelseed.com. Our good friends there at Channel Seed, thank you for all you do here for us on the IGHSAU Digital Network. Oh, and the serve by Shekel into the net. And CCA is plenty okay with trading points right now, leading 23-19. Henderson is back to serve. She's a junior. Julia Schlarbaum, the freshman, is back in. What a crucial situation for the freshman Schlarbaum to be playing in. And the Dutch will find the kill. Last year she was playing middle school volleyball. Now she's on the biggest stage for CCA.
Yeah, Dutch went back to that 31 that they've had success throughout the match with. It got another score out of it. need to keep going there if they can.
23-20. And that one's down for a kill. It's set point 24-20. Point for the Clippers of Creek-Amana in their black and blue jerseys. The white libero jersey for Kane, looking to take a 2-1 lead, 24-20. Kept alive by Kane, her 13th dig of the match. Lauer tips over. Pella plays it. No, double. It's over. It's a double, and we'll play 4, but CCA will have the advantage, leading 2-1. The Clippers are 25 points, 1 set away from a return to the Class 4A semifinal for a 3rd consecutive year. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy.
For the posting award ceremony. Also, tickets
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Creek-Amana, they have something to celebrate, leading 2-1, but you got to know, the Dutch are not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, as a wannabe setter myself, when I played, really impressed by Emily Henderson. She just is the quarterback of that offense over there for Clear Creek-Amana. Has just done a great job. All sorts of sets, going all different places, and just setting up the team in really great spots.
That's why you're the expert, as you played the game. My lone volleyball playing experience. Now, I've been broadcasting it for almost a decade now, and it's so much fun. It's probably one of my favorite sports to broadcast, but my extent of volleyball playing stopped at He-Man volleyball for homecoming.
Yeah, nice.
Which really wasn't volleyball.
Yeah. Stat-wise, for coming out of game number 3, right? Yep, game number 3. Shekel leads the Pella Dutch with 12 kills, followed by Brand, 11. They were the kill leaders last game as well. We'll jump over to Clear Creek-Amana. Got Timmerman with 7, Sherman with 6, and Lauer really extending the kill total to 16 there in game number 3. So great match out of her. And like I said, Henderson is just doing a great job of being the distributor in this offense.
Those are our Sioux Cup stats, brought to you by our good friends at Sioux Cup. It's built better there at Sioux Cup Manufacturing. Blocked at the net, taken by the Dutch of Pella. Here's an opportunity. And it hit the pin. So that's out. Great job by the official right on top of it. The pin from here really doesn't look like it's moving much.
Yeah, it did not move, yeah.
But of course, if you get down closer, you can probably see that slight movement, and that's why our officials are so good. They just see that light tip of the pin and are right on top of it. 1-0 CCA. And that time, Schlauerbaum a little bit short on her attack. we talked about earlier, and of course you're a good person to talk about this as well. Schlauerbaum, freshman year, coming out of middle school volleyball, but there's so much club action in this area, I would assume that she has been playing a lot of volleyball.
Absolutely, and as a high-level competition as you want to be involved with too. So I'm sure that Creek-Amana's got a connection with the club, and a lot of those girls are going to the same spots and playing together at an early age, so they get a lot of exposure to each other.
One cool thing, Dowling Catholic, we mentioned they're the gold standard, 13 straight years here at the state tournament. We'll go back to the semifinals on Wednesday after their win over Indianola. They have their own club team. Yep. So those girls are not going off and playing with other girls, even though, it's fun to expand your horizon a little bit, but they're playing with each other ever since they are young.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a huge advantage.
Coach Wiskus has done a great job, Mary Beth Wiskus there at Dowling Catholic, as have these two coaches. Jackie Clubb, 300 wins this year, trying to get her team back to the state semifinals. And of course, on the flip side for Pella, Joel Allman has over 129 kills in his career, wins in his career. Not sure if he has any kills.
He might, you never know, right?
That one is blocked to the net, and it is out off of Pella, 4-2. Joe Allman, 7th year as a head coach, first year here at Pella. First ever time he's brought a team to the state tournament. 129-99 is his career record, and brings that record now here to the state tournament, trying to get to the semifinals. These girls don't have experience. Coach Allman doesn't have experience, but they are fighting. And talk about fighting. There's a big block across the net by Shariah Sherman. Now 5-2. This is the lead that CCA had in the opening set. Pella made it a game for a while, but then CCA separated themselves, winning 25-19, tipped over. Here comes the Clippers. Quick in the middle. Trying to go to the outside. Here comes Pella. Blocked and a chance to take it here for CCA from the back row. Oh. Just didn't get all of that one, did Bailey Simpson.
Yeah, I think in the last second she thought somebody else was there and was afraid of hitting somebody else. She jumped right at the 10-foot line, but nobody was there, and ended up sending that one under the net this time instead of over the net.
5-3, Pella back to within 2. Here's the serve. Dug out there by Kane. Lauer, that's down. Good attempt by Shekel trying to get there for the pancake. Well, Lauer absolutely with the little roll shot.
Yeah, just another great example of Henderson running that one down instead of taking the obvious set to the outside as she's running towards that hitter. She sends that back over her shoulder to the middle hitter, and Lauer's able to put that one away.
6-3. Oh, can Shekel keep it alive? No. She tried to tip that one back onto her side, and instead, not able to get all of it. Now 7-3. The CCA student section is now doing push-ups for every point they get. It's going to be a lot of push-ups by the time we get to point 25, if CCA is able to get there, because you're talking about there's a stair step every time.
Yeah, early timeout here.
Something different for Pella. They'll take a timeout. 7-3. We'll come back. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to the Extreme Arena in Coralville. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the digital network, powered by our friends at MidAmerican Energy Company. We appreciate all of our great sponsors that make this free-to-you coverage possible. How awesome is it? You can sit at home, you can watch the quarterfinals, you can watch the semifinals, for free with the IGHSAU Digital Network. And then on your statewide Iowa PBS, you can watch the finals also for free.
Bringing some of the best voices of the Midwest here, correct, Zern? Bringing some of the best voices of the Midwest here to us.
We're having fun. 7-4. Oh, it's an ace serve. Miscommunication on the serve by Ekoff. As now, CCA will talk about this one. Whose ball was that? As they talk about it, it's an ace serve brought to you by Channel Seed. Another tough one into the fairway sign is Henderson. Extra effort and over. The quick will be taken by CCA. Oh, the set not right where CCA wanted it with Sherman. Still able to play it over. Now Lauer will tip over the block. Schmuck will back, set it, dug up by Kane. 15th dig for Kane tonight. She can't get to that one. And the kill for Shekels. Shekels' 13th kill tonight. 13 kills, 16 digs, 21 assists. She has had herself a quarterfinal round. Ace serve. Brought to you by Channel Seed.
So Joel Alleman gets an A+ for the timeout in this situation. His team's rattled off a series of points to get back into this game, get it tied up.
Here come the Dutch. Can they send us to 5? Or can CCA regroup and win here in 4? Not yet. The Dutch lead, 8-7. Timeout, Coach Club and the CCA Clippers. Pella leads 8-7. We'll come right back here on the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back here on the IGHSAU Digital Network. 8-7 is the lead for the Dutch of Pella over the Clippers of CCA. Zarin Egesto, Austin Oliver with you this evening. Our final matchup of the Class 4A quarterfinals. That's another ace. The Dutch have their third ace of the set and lead 9-7. All the momentum with the girls in green and black.
Crowd's back into it as well.
The Pella crowd is small but mighty. Here, oh, that's in. That's in for Shekel. Another one. 15 kills, excuse me, for Shekel. And the Dutch with their largest lead of the set, 10-7. And continuing to serve.
Oh, right down the line. Beautiful serve.
Really good. Tipped over by Henderson. Schmuck will back set it. Shekel over the block. Played there by CCA. Blocked up front. There we go. I said earlier, how do you stop Lauer? That's it right there.
Yeah. Not the perfect set for her out of there, but she still took a swing on it, and Pella was there waiting with a big wall of hands.
11-7. And the serve will come. Henderson tips it over. And here's CCA, a big side out for the Clippers. That's exactly what they needed.
Wow, what a flip-flop of momentum there in just a few minutes there. Pella up 11-8 now.
Now can Lauer and company, can they reverse the momentum, or will the Dutch explode here in the fourth set and send us to a game 5? Lauer from the back row behind the 10-foot line. Shekel Pushes it back to Lauer. Set by Henderson. Kept alive by the Dutch with an up. Shekel goes over. Kane plays it. Henderson. Good set. Oh, it's a great over by the Dutch. On the slide. It's blocked. Lauer from the back row.
Holy cow.
Dunked out by Schmock. Tipped over by Shekel. Henderson sets to Lauer, back row. Schmock will set it to Shekel. And Shekel finishes it with a touch.
Wow, what a point by both teams. That's what volleyball is all about in the state of Iowa.
12-8. The Dutch of Pella lead here in set 4. After CCA took the third set, 25-20. Schmock back sets to Shekel. Up by Kane. Another dig for her. Lauer trying to get back into the offense. Pella plays it. That's out. Just right on the edge. It bounced up into the stands about 7 rows deep.
That's the way Shekel's playing, just expected to be right on that back line. She's just been unstoppable here in game number 4.
A young fan went and got it. Unfortunately, don't get to keep it. Block at the net by CCA. Schmock will go over with it. Oh, that might have gone out. CCA didn't want to take the risk. They played it instead. Oh, and they come back and find the point. Sometimes it pays to not let that be a chance ball and just play it back over. It's 12-10. And 10 push-ups for the CCA student section. Long.
Oh, long.
Service error against Soraya Sherman, the junior's 6-foot right side. Has been a pretty efficient server this year for CCA. 13-10. Back row, it's a take here by the Dutch. Shekel, can she have another? No, great dig. Lauer, blocked at the top of the net. It's big on big. Lauer with the attack, and Abby Brand with the block. We've seen Brand get mixed up in the offense, 11 kills for her. Have not seen her block quite as much, but she finds one there. Schmock will set it. Rolled right over the block. Beautifully done by Sydney Naminga. Timeout, CCA. Their final will go the rest of the way without a Clipper timeout. It's 15-10. Set number 4. Dutch trying to send us to a game 5. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Sarah Nagastal, Austin Oliver with you. It's been a fun one so far. The Dutch lead 15-10.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's exhausting up here even calling a game like this. Dutch are on a roll right here. Clear Creek-Amana will need to get this serve receive nailed down here as they have trouble once again receiving the serve. Might get bailed out on a shot to the outside.
Yeah, that got over. I thought at first that was going to hit the tape and come back down on the CCA side, but she just put enough on it. It kind of backspin gripped over the top of the tape and down the line for a kill. A huge point for CCA, now 15-11. The Dutch trying to send us to a game 5. The Clippers don't want that. But right now, that's the way we're heading, 16-11. Us, we don't care. We're looking for good high school volleyball, and that's what we've seen so far.
Yeah, this kill battle between Shekel and Lauer is just unbelievable. Both of them just peppering it all over the floor, not not in one, just in one spot. It's been awesome to watch.
17 kills for Lauer. There's a big block up front. Just when I said earlier we weren't seeing as many blocks out of Brand, she finds 2 here recently. 17 kills for Lauer. Shekel also has 17 kills. So those two are back and forth. Henderson, she can't keep it alive. It's tipped back by the Dutch. Lauer going for 18. Dug out nicely by Schulte. First time we've talked about Schulte in a little while. Lauer again from the back row. The roll shot this time. Schmock, we've got a whistle. Point to CCA. It's going to be a double violation. 2 contacts against the Dutch, and it's now 17-12. Is it a little too late here for CCA? Or can they make a run to try to win this in 4? The serving assignment is Timmerman from her head coach, Jackie Clubb. Here comes Lauer, back row. No. A good attempt by Schulte for an up.
Yeah, but the power tip by the hitter there was just too good. Lauer just took it to that back corner. It was just too perfect of a spot.
And it's down for the Dutch, 18-13. And as we've talked about with CCA in a majority of the sets, the Dutch are fine right here, just back and forth, back and forth.
Play side-out volleyball the rest of the way here, and they've got this game number 4, and we'll send it to the 15-point game number 5. But we'll see if Clear Creek's got an answer.
A serve for the Dutch of Pella. It is Heemstra with the ace, brought to you by Channel C. And Heemstra will continue to serve, now 19-13. The 8-1 matchup. Oh, Heemstra back-to-back aces. The Dutch have eliminated the mistakes we saw early on in this match and are turning those mistakes into ace serves. Now 20-13. It is all Pella here in the 4th set. Henderson, Lauer trying to get back into it. No, thank you, says the block up front by Abby Brand and Emma Ekoff. 21-13.
Yeah, Coach Jackie Clubb for Clear Creek-Amana trying whatever she can on the serve-receive side there. She's gone down to 3 serve-receive. She's been at 4, so just trying different combinations to see if she can get one. Got a good pass out to Lauer this time.
Oh, miscommunication between Schmuck and Brand. They collide with each other, and the volleyball falls down to the ground. It's 21-14. That could have been worse, as in Brand is 6'1", and Schmuck 5'3". But fortunately, they don't collide. Schulte will attack. Taken to the back row by Simpson. Lauer over with it. Schmuck from the 10-foot line. It's Shekel from the back row. Trying to say, Lauer, you can do it. I can do it also. Haven't seen her attack as much as Lauer from the back row in this match, but she finds one there.
Well, she's a setter, so we got to give her the benefit of the doubt as well.
Yeah,
so I think it's the first time we've seen it since the first game.
22-15. Of course, she's not getting as many opportunities. But they also will at times will set with Schmuck, the libero.
Yep.
And give her more opportunities, which is something different for the Dutch. This depth for this Dutch team, 9 girls over 80 sets this year. And they have another 3 girls that have played over 40 sets. So you're talking about 13 girls on this Pella roster that have over 30 sets of volleyball played this year. 9 of them over 80.
I think that might have been Henderson, the setter, on that block on that last play. Great job out of her.
Oh, what a kill out of Emma Ekoff as she brings the hammer, and it's now winding down the clock, 23-16. Pella trying to send us to a game 5. It would be second straight Game 5. Sergeant Bluff Luton is saying yes, please. But that one will go to the net. 23-17. That way both teams are on about the same amount of rest as Sergeant Bluff Luton wins the distance, winning Game 5 15-13 against number 1 Cedar Rapids Xavier. Will it be the 8 seed or the 5 seed? The 8 seed and the 4 seed? We'll find out. Lauer tips it over. 23-17. Shekel looking for another one. Over the block, but taken nicely. Down the line. Oh, that's in. Beautiful. Just a finesse shot by Elizabeth Timmerman. Pinpoint accuracy.
Super smart play from Timmerman, just taking it to that back corner. Nobody was there.
23-18. Can CCA make a comeback? They're going to have to do it. Down 24-18. No timeouts for CCA. One timeout left for Pella if CCA makes a run here on set point. We'll start with set point number 1. Service. Overpass. Dump back down. We'll play 5. Right back down to the floor by Kelsey Talkie. The 5'9" senior middle hitter says we are not done yet. 25-28. And for a second straight match on this, the court number 1, we will play 5.
All the momentum's going to Pella's way too. I think Clear Creek-Amana had some momentum, a little bit of it gained in that game number 2 that they eventually did lose, that they were able to take the game number 3 and get that win. But all the momentum right now is going the Dutch way right now.
We'll do another coin toss to decide who is going to serve. I believe, if we're reading lips correctly, I believe Pella won the coin toss. And so I would assume that the Dutch, with the win of the coin toss, probably would serve first. I mean, you probably have more insight on that.
You probably want to receive first because you want to be offense and try to get that point. So I think that they'll probably, it depends. I mean, definitely could be event. You got a good server back there
that can shoot aces.
You could be going for the aces, but in most situations you'll receive to run your offense.
We go to set 5. It is Clear Creek-Amana 2, Pella 2. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
When pain or injury keeps you sidelined, get the help you need from your trusted orthopedic experts at DeMoss Orthopedic Centers and Engineered Performance to get you back in the game. Walk into one of our urgent injury clinics, here when you need us, since 1955.
Welcome back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Zarin Eggestall, Austin Oliver with you. And why not? The final match of the night, why not play 5? You've got our Sioux Cup stats.
Yeah, Pella winning that one 25-18 in set number 4. Like we've been saying the whole night, it's been the Shekel and Brand show for the Dutch. Shekel at 18 kills, just unbelievable. Just what a stat line for her tonight, 18 kills. I wonder if we have the other stats up here as well. 18 kills, 19 digs, and 23 assists. Just unbelievable stat line. Jump back over to Clear Creek-Amana. Timmerman still with 9 kills, and Lauer, 18 kills for her as well. So they're still in a battle for the kill lead between Lauer and Shekel. See who come out on top.
Our bracket looks like this. Bottom half of the bracket, it was number 2, Sioux City Bishop Heelan over Carlisle. So Heelan, the 2 seed, is on. So is North Scott, the 3 seed. The mix-up of the brackets so far has been at the top half, which is usually a little bit more chalk sometimes. But down here at the state tournament, all 8 teams are very good. And CCA, to your point earlier, maybe Pella has the momentum, but CCA says not so fast.
Yeah, usually in this game of 15, most coaches are going to break it into little mini games of 5. You want to be the first one to 5, the first one to 10, and then the first one to 15. And if you lose any of those games, you want to try to dig back in and get that 5 back up. So Creek-Amana is getting an early lead here, try to get that first mini game of 5 and get the win in the first mini game for their team.
CCA with all the momentum now in game 5. Throw out what happened in the rest of the match. It's the first of 15 maybe. The way we've been going the last couple of sets, we could play more. And here comes Pella. The Dutch answer right back. Ekoff finds the kill. IMT substitution. Be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Heemstra is in, and she will serve. The Pella girls have that pink highlight at the bottom, have their hair going with tradition here at the state volleyball tournament. And Lauer gets into the mix. From the back, finds her 19th kill of the match.
And that moves Lauer into the front row, exactly where Creek-Amana wants her to see if they can extend this lead in the 5th game.
Shekel is setting, and line right down the line by Emma Ekoff.
Ekoff with both of the kills here in game number 5 for the Dutch. One down the far left line and one down the right line. So showing some diversity here and hitting at different places.
3-2. Clippers lead. Dutch fans getting into it. Henderson sets. Dutch with a great up.
Unbelievable.
Chalky was on the ground. They were able to get it back up. Tipped over. Kane says, mine, mine, mine.
Oh,
Lauer
what a dig.
with a hammer. The Young with the dig, though. Henderson will set. Lauer pushes back. It's out. We're tied at 3. DeYoung from the bench. We just talked about the depth of this Pella team, and DeYoung off the bench with a great dig.
Just both teams playing lights out right now. This is fun to watch.
Serve is up. DeYoung doing the serving now. Here's Lauer. DeYoung will set. Far side blocked at the net. Pella will push it with DeYoung. CCA has got to go over now with Kane. 19 digs tonight for Kane. The libero for the Clippers. Henderson sets the Lauer.
Wow.
Another big dig, this time out of Schulte. Set up.
Oh, could have been a double right there. Got away with it.
Jumped over.
Oh!
A big dump.
Unbelievable. Just picked the right time in the right spot and just put that right on that back line.
Great effort by Kane. Unable to get to it, though. 4-3. And now, as you said, Pella now 1 point away from getting to that first mini game of 5. Serve over. Henderson sets the Lauer. Good up again by the Dutch. Schulte plays it over. Henderson bump sets right back, and that one's out. Lauer, 2 hammer shots. The first one dug, the second one out. 4-4. And we'll see a serve coming for CCA by Bailey Simpson. Simpson over the nets. Back set, tipped over, good up. Can the Clippers play it over? They do. Free ball to the Clippers. Here's CCA. Lauer blocked. Keeps that alive.
Oh, yep, they called a carry.
They did call a lift.
Yep.
I didn't hear the whistle originally. It's getting loud in here on the Pella side.
Yeah, I went more off of the player reaction, was that they had stopped playing. So I thought it looked like it was going to be close, but yeah, they made their call.
5-4. Eekhoff will serve. Henderson sets. Tip over, played by the Dutch. Schmock will back set it to Shekel. And the Dutch are at 6-4. Timeout, CCA. We'll take it as well. It's 6-4. Pella leads over the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana. This is the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back to Coralville, the IGHSAU State Volleyball Championships. Pella leads over Clear Creek-Amana 6-4. First timeout taken by the Clippers. They'll have one remaining. Dutch still have both of them. And we'll see a serve coming by the Pella Dutch. First time at the state tournament since 2018. And a service error. 6-5. We saw some mistakes by Pella in those first two sets. We saw 2 rotation violations, a foot fault, and we saw a couple of service errors by the Dutch. But they've cleaned that up in the last couple, and that's
Lauer, unbelievable dig.
Why they're back in it. And yes, as you mentioned, Lauer did a great job with that one. She'll pass it to Henderson, right back to Lauer, who will attack. 6-5 Dutch lead. Into the back row. Henderson will set middle this time. That's long. CCA looking for a touch. They don't get one. Shariah Sherman with the attack, and it's 7-5. Pella leads by 2.
Yeah, Clear Creek running some interesting little slide. It's like a tight slide that they're running right behind their setter. Just got a little bit long on that one, but really unique little attack there for them.
This time, nothing fancy about that. Lauer blocked, dumped over by Henderson, and right through the hands of Lauer. That's a touch, and the Dutch lead 8-5.
And guess who? Shekel.
Shekel has had a night. 20th kill. Excuse me. 21st kill.
Yes, unbelievable.
23 kills, 23 digs, 21 kills, 23 digs, 25 assists. She's got a double-double. Triple-double. And CCA sends it long, 9-5. A 4-point lead for the Dutch. Can they go to the state semifinals? We'll find out when we come back. Final CCA timeout. This is the IGHSAU Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy Company.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back here to the state tournament, 11 tournament teams this Pella Dutch team played in the regular season, including Mount Vernon, Denver, number 1 team in 2A, the 8 team in 3A, Mid-Prairie, Glenwood in here in 4A. And this rugged schedule that saw them play 22 ranked teams, or teams that were ranked at the time, has them set up to try to beat CCA here on the quarterfinals in Class 4A. Shekel, why not? That's a touch. A kill for Shekel. She's got 22. And the Dutch are 5 points away from the upset. Not much of one. 5-4, not really an upset. These two teams came in pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I think we're seeing exactly that. Just great matchup.
Great job by the IGHSAU as that one is smashed down by Shariah Sherman. She says, we are not done yet. But back to my points, great job by the IGHSAU for the most part. Our matchups have been phenomenal today, especially in the 4-5, which sometimes can be tough. With teams playing so many different conference opponents. Oh, everything's working for the Dutch of Pella. Sydney Naminga with the tip over. Now 4 points away for the Dutch.
Yeah, they ran that 31 to split those blockers, and it kind of went too far back, or she was a little bit late, and she just ended up touching with a finger and ended up going open. It's an open spot.
Lauer, roll shot over. Schmock will set the Shekel. Oh, block. Huge block. Shariah Sherman, the junior, does not want this season to end here, as she has been playing huge at the front of the net. This CCA team has just a couple of seniors, Kane the libero, Eckridge, who we have not seen, and then Olivia Webb, who we have seen little of in this one. The rest are juniors, freshmen, and sophomores. Overpass. Taken by the Dutch. Smock back sets the Shekel. Henderson tipped over. The Dutch with a chance. Lauer plays it. Blocked at the net. Lauer, Henderson. They are able to get it over. A little awkward there by Simpson, the sophomore. Oh, Simpson! Bailey Simpson. Oh, my. The solo block up front. It's 11-8. Here come the Clippers. And back to serve is Shariah Sherman. Has a couple of blocks. That's out. And the Clippers are back to within 2. Just when you thought they were down, maybe out, it was 10-5. Pella won't take a timeout. Now they will. Coach Allman used his time. We'll keep it here 11-9. CCA right now has the momentum. And if you're Pella, you got to find a side out. Tough against the CCA team.
Yeah, obviously going to try to get Shekel something that she could do something with, but you know that if it goes back over to Clear Creek-Amana, they're going to get it right back to Lauer as well. So we're still going to see, I think we're probably going to see a couple more kills for each of these big hitters for both teams right now.
What an absolute thriller of a match. 11-9. We played 15-13 in the other 4A quarterfinal on this mat, on this court. Here we go. 11-9. Pella leads. Momentum, though, on the side of the Clear Creek-Amana Clippers. A huge crowd has made the short drive from Tiffin. 11-9. Pella sends it over. A chance for Simpson. Had the big monster block a moment ago. The Dutch find the kill. Why not? Shekel again.
That'll send her back to the service line, so that'll flip-flop the setters. So now have Ekoff hitting in the front row.
Good dig there for CCA. That's out. And the Dutch are just 2 points away as CCA had some momentum, but the Dutch have quickly stymied that. If you're wondering, kills in a set in Class 4A, 40 by the great Faith DeAndre from Oskaloosa. Had 40, that's the 4A record. 23 from Shekel, long ways from there. Lauer has 20. Combine them, and you're barely over DeAndre. 13-9. Pushed out. And it is match point for the Dutch of Pella. They have not played in the state tournament since 2018. And now they're a point away. And of course, who else to serve than the all-around do-it-all Shekel? 23 kills, 25 digs, 25 assists. Overpass. It's over. Shekel's serve set up the Dutch. They slam it back down. And Pella comes from down 2 sets to 1 to win back-to-back Game 4 and Game 5. And the Dutch are off to the state semifinals, where they will meet Sergeant Bluff Luton on Wednesday, 15-9, the final here in Game 5.
Just a joy to watch tonight. Two offensive juggernauts there between Shekel and Lauer. Just a really fun game to watch. Both teams really came to play. Really loved watching Henderson set tonight for Clear Creek-Amana. She's just a junior, so I'm going to be looking forward to seeing her again next year. They got some things to look forward to, as Lauer's also back next year as well.
Let's go downstairs for today's trophy presentation for Clear Creek-Amana and the bracket advancement for Pella. Rex Baker.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medal and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Madison Meilert and Aaron Gerlich. Congratulations to head coach Jackie Clubb and the Clippers from Clear Creek-Amana on an outstanding 2024 volleyball season. And now, Katie Shekel from Clear Creek-Amana will advance her team on the bracket to the semifinal round.
It's a jump around party
Pella
for the
fans.
Pella Dutch. And why not have Shekel advance them on the bracket, as she did about all. 23 kills, 25 digs, 25 assists to move Pella on to Wednesday at noon right here on court number 1 to play in the state semifinals.
Yeah, not much to say. Zarin, great game. Loved seeing both of these teams play. You can tell that Pella and the Clippers are both spent out there. As a game 5 here in round 1 is definitely something to write home about here. But we'll see if they can recover as the Dutch move on to round 2.
We will see you tomorrow, 10 o'clock. The start right here on court number 1. It's Mount Vernon and Mid-Prairie, all brought to you free by our great friends and sponsors right here on the IGHSAU Digital Network. Final score, once again, it's the Pella Dutch 3. It's the Clippers of Clear Creek-Amana 2. For everybody that's worked on our broadcast today on both court 1 and court number 2, thank you for tuning in. He's Austin Oliver. I'm Zarin Egestal saying good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.